This week on the Spotlight, All-Star Jose Abreu talks about himself and the game and the American League. Then we flash back to 2008. This guy was a shortstop then. We'll go even further back to 1989. Mike Tomczak playing some quarterback for the Bears. Wow. Congratulations to Chicago All-Stars, Starlin Castro, Anthony Rizzo, Alexi Ramirez, Jose Abreu, and Chris Sale. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, this is the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Calabria Imports. That's where I go for Italian food, deli food. Mention this TV ad and get 10% off. Catering and sandwiches. It's at 1905 West 103rd Street. They have great stuff, and you should get it at Calabria Imports. Wax on, wax off. Great salon and spa. Haircuts for men, women, head to toe, nails. 312-226-1473. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. The T-Wax Company does real estate investments. They want you to buy Chicagoland properties, providing profit opportunities since 1985. Call my friend Mr. Thomas at 773-456-3057. Make some money. Call 773-456-3057. Union Park Bar and Grill. Open at 11 a.m. daily. Huge full bar, tons of screens, great sandwiches and appetizers, great staff, a parking lot, daily specials, always fun at Jackson and Racine. Every time I go to Union Park, I have a great time. So go there, Jackson and Racine, lunch, dinner, you name it. Lisa Davis Insurance and Tax Services at 107th and Western specializes in rollovers, tax recovery, tax resolution. They have insurance, auto, home, life, and business. You can call them at 773-873-8977. Lisa Davis for all your financial services. Amelia's Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner daily at 46th and Halsted. Lamo de Cerdo, Portrero and Mar, Ceviche al Limon, Salmon al Carbone. New cocktail menu, margaritas, martinis, and sangria. Great stuff at Amelia's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. You'll be glad you went. We're back on the Spotlight. We're talking White Sox baseball. And Jose Abreu is a guy in the news. He's been really tearing up the American League. And his first go-round in it, a lot of people wondered what the competition was like in Cuba, but it doesn't even matter because he's jumped into the American League and become a huge home run and RBI guy. And because of that, a lot of speculation about him being in the home run derby at the All-Star game, and he's constantly trying to downplay that. And here's another press session with Mr. Abreu doing exactly that. Now, it's obvious to you by now because the game is over, but beforehand there was talk about Jose Abreu and whether or not he would participate in the home run derby.
También no estamos pensando en eso, en los Horror Derby, que tuvimos una conversación en Toronto y él me explicó que no es obligado a participar ni nada por el estilo. Si en mi caso me sintiera cómodo que lo hiciera y bueno, me dijo que lo pensara y ahorita mismo es lo que estamos haciendo, pensando.
After the conversation we had, to be honest with you, that's not what I'm thinking about right now. I'm more concentrated on helping the team right now. I'm not really interested on the home run derby. Things change. We may see, but right now that's not something that's in the top of my priorities.
Is there undue pressure on him because he wants to be respectful of the event and the new team and the new country?
Dice que si hay presión extra, ¿verdad? Porque tú respetas el hecho de que es el home run derby, porque es un nuevo país, una nueva liga, o qué piensas tú?
No, ahorita mismo no estamos pensando en ningún tema de eso, solamente para jornada derby quedan 15 días todavía hay momento por recorrer todavía. Y para mí lo más importante ahorita mismo es que el equipo salir del lugar donde estamos y ganar partido a partido, que para mí lo más importante ahora.
Right now, I mean, it's simple. It's just I'm not thinking about that. You know, we still got 10, 15 days until the All-Star game and all that, and that's just not a priority right now. You know, I'm thinking about how we can, so I can help, so we can get in a better position right now as a team. You know, that's really the importance and the priority right now.
Is there a concern it might disrupt the swing going into the home run derby and trying to hit just homers?
Dice que si tu preocupación es de que te va a molestar el swing, dice si vas al home run derby o qué es.
No, que ahorita mismo no estamos pensando en eso.
It's just that I'm not thinking about it right now. It's not a priority.
I'm not going to ask the third question.
What about the team in general, the improvement at the end of the road trip? How does he feel that this will spark the team?
¿Qué acerca, dice, de la mejora, la forma que jugó el equipo en los últimos 3 juegos, en las últimas series específicamente? Dice, ¿cómo te sientes sobre eso?
Y bueno, yo creo que independientemente de que la serie en Toronto la ganamos, la serie en Baltimore la jugamos muy bien, ¿no? Lo que pasa es que los partidos que perdimos, los perdimos ya al final y desgraciadamente nos tocó así, pero el equipo de Baltimore acá está jugando un buen béisbol y yo creo que le damos las gracias a Dios en ver sacado 3 partidos a Toronto en casa, que es un equipo que está muy bien.
Yeah, we definitely want to, first of all, want to thank God for getting those 3 games over in Toronto, but, if you think about it, all those games, even in Baltimore, we were close, everything was right there, they just play well, they play good baseball. And, but we were happy to be able to get those games, we played well in Toronto.
You've had an incredible first 3 months. Is it your sense that you can continue doing that, or will it only get tougher now that people have seen you and they've got the video on you and scouting reports on you?
Tú has tenido tremendos 3 primeros meses en las Grandes Ligas. Que si tú crees que eso va a continuar o tú crees que van a hacer ajustes, ¿qué tú piensas sobre eso?
No sabemos lo que va a pasar, pero en particular para mí lo más importante es prepararme y estar físicamente bien y bien saludable y ayudar al equipo en todo lo que pueda. Y yo creo que las cosas tienen que seguir y si en un momento tenemos alta y baja, eso forma parte del espectáculo y nada, tenemos que reponernos todo lo que pase.
I can't predict what's going to happen, but the only thing I can, tell you is, that my preparation is going to be there, and I want to stay healthy, and if that happens, that's all we really have control over. So we just continue to do the same things we've been doing, and we'll see if we continue to have the same success.
Was the media this inquisitive in Cuba as it is here?
Sé que si la prensa era así como es aquí, así en Cuba.
No, eso es increíble, no era así, pero bueno, también tenían sus ideas muy claras como las tienen ellos también. Era una cosa muy normal. Lo que pasa es que es muy difícil que sean los momentos que una forma parte del espectáculo.
Not necessarily, over there, it was a little, different, than here. But hey, either way, this is part of the game. This is part of what we do. So, we're okay with it.
Jose, thank you. Gracias.
Thank you.
It's pretty good at it.
Lindy's Gerties at 110th and Kedzie in Chicago has great stuff. Burgers, hot dogs, salads, chicken, steak, kids menu, shakes, floats, soft serve. I had a turkey club that was out of this world, and the chili, too. So check it out. The ice cream is extensive in its menu. Lindy's Gerties on Kedzie. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. You've got to get to the Cove, particularly for Benkowski Trivia. Every other Wednesday, like July 16th and July 30th, for example, 8 p.m. Great people, great game. 1750 East 55th Street, right by the lake. It's probably the last bar going towards the lake. Check out the Cove and me. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. They come to you. You call them at 773-908-6081. Lowest prices, new and used. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They'll do your windshield, back window, or sides. They did a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they come in and finish it up. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. Nuevo Leon, for the best Mexican cuisine since 1962. Serving every day from 7 a.m. to midnight. Conveniently located 1515 West 18th Street, just a block east of Ashland in Chicago. Of course, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a wide range of menu items. Everything from steak, seafood, to breakfast, to chicken, pork, dine-in, carry-out, tacos, enchiladas, everything you can imagine, and great quality at Nuevo Leon, 1515 West 18. We're talking White Sox, and they're home for the home opener. Good things are happening so far this year, and many of the people that I talk to on your team, they're pointing to the top of the lineup with you and Nick as being the energizers and the guys who are driving this lineup, and it's a very fine start for your ball club.
Well, yeah, we've been playing pretty good. It was a great series in Detroit, and like you said, well, you know, people behind us is driving the ball and drive us in. So we're scoring a lot of runs, but mostly I think our pitching is throwing the ball pretty good.
Well, that brings up an interesting point, because you faced these guys before. Who impressed you when you were an opponent and you're seeing them up close now?
Well, you know, you have pretty good, you know, pitching style when you get Bobby Jenks in the end, or when you get Contreras, you know, can be strong. Burley, he's gonna go after you, you know, the whole time. And if you play defense with these guys, you know, they're gonna give you a chance for you to score some runs and win ball games.
People talk about chemistry in the locker room, and I have to admit, I feel a different energy here, you know, day one. And it's not just opening day, it just seems to be a buzz. Do you feel this too?
Of course. It was a great spring training. We get to know everybody, and they're really excited, you know, to win this year. So for Nick and I and Dotel, that we, you know, newcomers here, we're really excited to bring good things to this ball club.
When you got the word about the deal that you were coming to Chicago, what was your first thought?
Well, you know, I was surprised, you know, that I was, you know, being traded in that moment of the year, but at the same time I was really excited, you know, play for Ozzie and play for, you know, guys that already know how to win, knowing that coming to the season we're going to have a chance to go to the playoffs this year.
There's an increasing number of South Americans in the major leagues, but I don't know about the numbers, and you can maybe tell me better, for Colombians. I can only think of two, and is this a new trend, and is Colombian baseball getting better?
Well, we've been having, you know, good players. Unfortunately, they never had the chance to come to the big leagues, but you know, with Edgar Renteria, my brother Holber, they played, you know, a couple of years in the big leagues, and he's with Cincinnati right now in AAA. I think it's a bunch of guys that have enough talent to come out to the big leagues in the next couple of years.
Now, I know that when players come from certain areas, they are treated like royalty when they return. How much time do you spend in Colombia, and will you run to be a president one day?
I'm from kind of like a small town from Colombia, and not really. I mean, I don't think they treat me like royalty. But yeah, I'm known. I've been known, and I go back to Cartagena. That's where I live in the off season. You know, hopefully I'm trying to move next year to the United States.
Okay. And is there a chance you might become a citizen of this country?
Yes, maybe in a year.
Ozzie knows how this works. You should talk to him.
Well, I think I made my step. I married an American. My wife is from Boston, so maybe in a couple of years I get my blue passport.
We wish you luck on that, and we wish you luck in the rest of the season, because you're off to an excellent start.
Thank you very much.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Ulsa, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. Little Frank's Pizzeria and Bar. Easy to reach, 6353 West 79th Street. On Thursdays, $1.50 Miller and Old Style. Trivia alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. They have $15 large pizza and pitcher all day, every day. Little Frank's on 79th. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. Celebrating the Cubs being in the playoffs, Jim Belushi and a couple of the Cubs had some cocktails before this Bears game, and that's why it got a little bit crazy when I tried to talk to all of them on television.
We're at Soldier Field as the Bears battle the Eagles, and we have an all-star cast with us. This happens all the time. You get the star-studded sideline scene. Oh, come on. We're talking with Damon Berryhill. Remember this man?
No one does.
He's still around. No, we're going to get a scouting report on the Giants-Cubs from him. Mitch Williams, you remember him. You'll be seeing him all over TV during the playoffs. And I want to talk about some movies with that man. Yes, that's Jim Belushi. See, I got my tie loosened like he wasn't. What's the name of that movie, The Principal, where you were driving your car in that school?
It was the motorcycle.
That was the name of the movie?
Look, if you want to know about his movie,
motorcycle in the school.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, it wasn't. You were loose, sir. You
got a nice shot on him. You got a shot on this guy here, huh? See that?
That was a good tie. That was a good tie. He's bad. He's bad. That's okay. Nothing stops us. Let's talk about the Cubs playoffs.
Watch the game.
What's this game? It's a 2-minute warning. There's timeout.
Is it?
Yeah. What about the Cubs and the Giants? Did you see any of their games, and what's your assessment?
What about the Cubs and Giants? Yeah. Cubs are going to win. Cubs are going to go to the World Series.
How many are they going to win it in?
They'll go all the way. They'll play the whole series. They'll play all 7 games. 5 games and 7, yeah.
7 games, he says. Mitch, will it be a wall-to-wall, tough series?
I'm not going to argue with him. They allow us 7. It may not take us that many, but if it does, then I can stand here and say that Jim was right, and I'm proud to stand by him and hear that he was right.
Well, it was 6-6 in the regular season, and the one thing that's weird about it is, I think, you tell me what you think, Damon. We're going to sneak you in here. Don Zimmer should know the Giants very, very well from the year he spent over there with Roger Craig in the whole shot. That's incomplete. I told you. So what about it? Has Zim given you some extra tidbits about the Giants?
We want to watch the game.
I told you, it's the 2-minute warning.
Come on.
They're stopped.
Come on, we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, they're going to throw you out?
Throw us out,
yeah. Right.
Hey,
what about the Giants and the Cubs? What about the Giants and the Cubs?
We've played them tough through the whole year. We split with them the series. I think the series is going to go the same way. It's going to go down the wire, and hopefully, all the information that Zim's collected over the years coaching for
the Giants.
The Giants, yes, correct. that he can help us out in that way, and we should turn out fine.
Hey, Mitch, did you know that Zimmer and Craig go way back, and they played in the World Series together in Chicago against the White Sox 30 years ago?
Well, I knew they were longtime friends, and I think when it gets to this time of year that they're your friends before the game, after the game, but during the game they ain't friends. I know I've got friends on the other team, and they're friends before and after, but during it's not a friendship game. It's go out there and whoever walks up there is your enemy.
And we'll be back with more on the Spotlight right after these important messages.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time at Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine. You'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink, at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. And let me tell you about Salerno's Benkowski Trivia. Besides great food and drink, Thursday, July 24th at 8 p.m., I'll be doing my show at Grand and Racine. They got a good-sized parking lot, great staff, fun place overall. So come play trivia, have some pizza, you'll like it.
That's something I do every summer, but I mean, I guess it's just refreshing when the coaches in the gym see players, still working on their game and, wanting to improve every year, but I mean, that's always been a staple of my success, and I mean, that's something that's not going to change about me.
Ben, every year you guys come here, we keep asking you about being better and better. Are those questions by the wayside? I mean, is the bar that high now that you guys are almost expecting a championship pretty soon?
Yeah, I think ultimately that's a goal of ours, is to get a seventh ring, seventh trophy, and seventh banner. That's what we're looking forward to. So, we've done a good job of, kind of keeping the core around, and hopefully that'll be the case in the future. So, we can get close to that goal.
Ben, the big news around here is that Ben gets the worthy headband this year. It's good to keep the big fella happy.
Definitely. Whatever floats his boat, So hopefully that'll translate in more block shots, more rebounds, more steals, and things like that.
What are our
Say that again. Oh yeah, I think the balance of the team is great right now. We've added some bigger guys in the front court that I think can come in and help right away, and that won't change, the chemistry or anything of the team. And I think we have a really good chemistry of guys that play on the perimeter. So I think it's gonna help us tremendously.
Ben, a lot of people when they have their contracts up or not up, but have a chance for renewal, it sort of bothers them. Are you strong enough that no matter what happens here, that you'll be able to put it aside and just play basketball?
Oh yeah, I'm a basketball player first. I mean that's not gonna change. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna work hard, and just gonna go out there and try to win every night. So, I mean, if something doesn't get done, I'm still gonna come out and play my game. If something does get done, I'm gonna come out and play my game and have fun. So.
On a night that got very cold and breezy, especially for Buddy Ryan and the Eagles, the Bears maintain and win it 27-13 with an especially strong performance defensively in the second half. Randall Cunningham threw 3 interceptions, 2 of them into the hands of Sean Gale, who also recovered a fumble. A fine performance by him on the night. Mike Tomczak threw 3 touchdown passes to RoboCop Thornton, also one to Dennis McKinnon, and to Matt Suhey, who got back in the swing of the offense and was a key performer here tonight. Also offensively, Neil Anderson scored a touchdown. A fine performance overall. Mike Ditka's got to be pleased as the fans actually taunted Buddy Ryan with about 4 minutes left in the game, chanting "Buddy, Buddy," rhythmically.
Praise for our defense, the effort they put out.
containing a great quarterback and creating some turnovers that really put us in the football game. That was the key to the football game. Offensively, we made a few mistakes. We kind of got mixed up on a few things, but I thought overall there was some pretty darn good execution. And anytime you stick 8 men up at the line of scrimmage, you're susceptible to play passes, and our play passes were the bread and butter of our offense. It's basically what we did well against them, and nothing. Just it's hard to cover them when you got everybody up there, and they were committed to stopping the run. And finally, after we did establish some of the passing game, we got into the run, so it worked out pretty good for us. They're a good football team. And maybe, I don't know, when you really analyze, maybe we are a little lucky. But I tell you what, if that's the name of what we are, I love it. I don't want it to change ever because our guys had fun. They were committed and they had fun out there today. They stayed focused all day, and I like that. That was good.
You really came up with some big drives when you needed them for a score.
Well, I'm very proud of him. Mike, I thought Mike, the interception, they played man, that was a play you throw away. It's just, you throw that one out because you don't throw that ball, but he knows that. Now you learned, okay. I thought there were 2 other third down plays that we had called that were executed well. For some reason, we couldn't get the ball off, and that was about, other than that, I thought he handled what we were doing very well out there. We had a lot of movement, a lot of changes of formations, moved the tight end out a lot, and I think by doing this, it does, not that we're capable of confusing anybody, but it does break down some of their coordination in the defense because it's based on being able to control that tight end by being one over him and one outside him. And when you get him out of there, it kind of breaks down that sequence anyway. So there were some good things that we did. And I thought Greg called a very good football game. I thought Vince handled it, the defense excellently. Our coaches did a good job. There was a lot of effort out there. So we're very proud, as I said, maybe a little lucky. And enjoy your hamburgers, boys.
Matsui touchdown. Looking back on our game plans in past weeks, we knew that we were becoming too stereotypical down on the goal line, and we ran a little fake slant. Matsui crossing the backfield and was wide open. And that old timer keeps on doing it. I love him. Well, the offensive line is superior, and I think every game we go into, we have the utmost confidence that as long as we play well up front, we can control most of the running game and the pass protection. But those guys are fantastic. They're elated in the locker room right now because, it's a great performance. They're one of the best defensive lines in the division right now.
Every time they came up with, they got with a little striking distance, you guys answered with decent drives, including the one to three.
Yeah, I think the big third quarter drive was very crucial because they battled back into it, and they're a tough ball club. And what can you say? You go 90 yards on a drive like that, it's something to speak about. And it's a great team effort today because Randall Cunningham is a heck of a quarterback, and you give him the opportunity to throw some touchdown passes, they can get right back in that ball game.
The Thornton touchdown, did that develop just as you called it?
Well, we called that play about 4 or 5 times today, and fortunately I was able to sneak it in there, and Jim Thornton was able to keep us balanced and get in the end zone. It was a knockout punch. It was definitely a big play and a big touchdown on our back. Well, we had 3 primary guys, and I first looked at McKinnon, and the corner came off, and I could hit McKinnon in the end zone, but I snuck it.
The Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound, saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.